Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Neurodiverse Invest and Assess. I'm your host, John Arroyo. And boy, was NXT No Mercy crazy. We got a steel cage match that was iconic, a big main event with a big title change, a shocking attack on a superstar, and we got announced of a Survivor Series style pay-per-view with NXT and TNA. Yes, NXT and TNA is finally going to war. I keep saying it. I saw some of you guys in the comments on social saying that it's not true. I told you guys, we're getting the war. It just took time. So let's get right into it. So we start the show off with Josh Briggs and Javon Evans, and this match was killer. Briggs and Evans brought everything. Right away, Evans was kicking the hell out of Josh Briggs, trying to take him down, but Josh Briggs used his power and strength to keep Evans down for most of the match. It was just crazy. Great back and forths, great back and forths. Evans' moveset is iconic. He was able to take down Briggs with multiple super kicks and springboard kicks and multiple dives, but near the end, almost a super choke slam into a backflip from Evans into a drop kick. Both man was down. At the end, Briggs tries to hit on a choke slam, but it gets reversed into a springboard cutter for the win. And Evans proves why he is the best cruiserweight of NXT. And at Bound for Glory, he's going after Leon Slater for the X Division Championship. Yes. So we need to see how all of that plays out, but it's really juicy. And then we get the WWE Speed Championship match. We were supposed to get Ruca and Lainey Reed, but Lainey Reed got injured early in the week, I think at a live show. She kind of talked about it. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's a TNA story. Maybe we have Zaya Brookside or have a Danny Luna or something. Nope. It was Jada Parker. And I was kind of surprised because Jada Parker doesn't seem like she fits this speed division, if you know what I mean, the fast pace. She's more like a brawler technician style, but it worked. Jada did some really good offense, really good moves, but Soul stole the show. She did a cartwheel off the steel steps. The way she did this X Factor off the top rope and the reversals in between the ropes was crazy. Jada almost stole the win a couple times, multiple roll-ups near the end. But at the end, Last Legend tries to take out Jada Parker. Zoria takes out Lash. Jada comes back in, Soul Snatcher. And Soul wins. Most likely we were building for a four-way match for the North American title or the Speed title, and I cannot wait. And I really thought it was a good showcase of the Speed division for the women. I can't wait until we get the men's. They keep saying we're going to get the men's Speed Championship division matches, but we didn't get it yet. Hopefully we do. And then we got the Weaponized Steel Cage Match. And guys, it was so good. It was diva. It was chaotic. It was campy. Blake Monroe was so diva, wearing camo, but still had the makeup coming in with the mirror. But Blake Monroe was the Scarlet from hell. Okay, she had blow dryers, scissors. I'm gonna get to that later. Glitter, dust, powder. The girl was chaotic. Jordynne Grace came with full monster chaos. Right away, both women was going at each other with kendo sticks and stuff. Blake got the upper hand by hitting Jordynne Grace with a trash can lid and then slamming her against this steel cage. Craziness. She ties her hands with a blow dryer and beats her the hell up with the blow dryer. And then Blake Monroe gets scissors and cuts the hell out of Jordynne Grace's hair. Yes, literally grabs her hair and cuts it. The crowd was going crazy. I was going crazy. I was like, what the hell? And Blake is like, you're never gonna be beautiful. And then Grace gets so mad, Jordynne gets so mad that she goes into monster mode, takes it out, beats the hell out of Blake. Blake somehow gets the upper hand. She's like, you know what? I did put her away. She throws diamonds and jewelry and gold watches on the floor. Yes. And then Jordynne Grace hits a killer juggernaut on Blake onto the diamonds. Both women with bruises, cuts, a little. Not just that, Blake Monroe was biting the hell out of Jordynne's thumb as well. That was injured. Ouch. Near the end, both women went up to the top, the steel cage, kendo stick, glitter powder from Jordynne to Jordynne's face, but then a super juggernaut through the table for Jordynne Grace to win. I love this match. This match was so good. Both women deserved it. And it shows that both women are not just about the hype. Both women are the reason why the NXT division is still hype to this day. And then, guys, we got announced from Ava. She said, I talked to Santina. Everyone's fighting for the titles. Okay. October 7th, NXT Invasion. Women and men Survivor Series style tag team matches. The winner gets pretty much bragging rights. Not just that. Hardys versus Dark State. Winner takes all title. And something about Trick and Oba, everything, winner takes all title, but I'm going to talk about that later, because how is that going to work? I will talk about that later. Pretty much, I think every title is going to kind of be on the line because they kind of hinted at it. So I cannot wait to see who leaves NXT Invasion standing tall. After that announcement, Lash Legend comes out saying she should be the leader of the women's NXT division for the tag match because she's the best. And Jada lost, and she's happy that Jada lost because it shows that Jada's not a leader. Jada beats the hell out of her. The girls on NXT are fighting. Hopefully they can get along before the war on October 7th. Then we get the North American Championship match with Ethan Page and Tavion Heights. And Tavion Heights, I'm saying that he's a star. He's a breakout star. He was so good. Like his wrestling chain, he reminds me of a young Kurt Angle. The way he moves in the ring. But Ethan was really good because Ethan uses his wrestling IQ, throws Heights off the ring apron into the steel ramp. So it injures his back. And most of the time, Ethan was attacking the back, even hitting a killer top rope backdrop to Evans, almost taking him out, and then also doing a spinning slam into a Boston Crab. That didn't work. Heights put in a leg lock and also a chokehold from the top rope. But then Ethan reverses it into a slam into a cutter for the win. And that was so killer. Like, just that whole sequence was like bad as hell. Like, both men showed it. But then after, El Nino, the Dr. Wagner Jr. shows up on the screen saying to Ethan, I want your titles. Let's do a title for title match down the line. So first we get Invasion, now Triple A is in the mix. Don't tell me we're going to get Worlds Collide, but like World Collide feud. Because if we can have Triple A later down the line in this feud, iconic. Then we get the Women's NXT Championship match with Jacy Jayne versus Lola Vice. And it was in Lola Vice's hometown, but I knew Lola Vice wasn't going to win. Like, I love Lola Vice. She's one of my favorite wrestlers, but I knew Jacy was going to win. She just got the title. They kind of just wrote Jasmine Nix off the Fatal Influence because she didn't renew her contract. So they needed to do something with that. And the match was good. Both women showed off. Jacy Jayne with the wrestling IQ, Lola Vice with the MMA style. Jacy Jayne does a cartwheel on the outside that looked deadly near the steps. Lola Vice beats the ever-living hell out of Jacy with crazy MMA moves, but Jacy fights back with some MMA moves and some locks as well. Near the end, Lola Vice hits a spinning back fist, but Fallon Henley distracts the referee. The referee kicks her out. Jacy Jayne tries to bring her the title. The referee sees it. And then out of nowhere, Lola Vice gets attacked by a mystery opponent in all black with a giant knee.
Hold up. You standing here, and you don't even go here.
And then the opponent kind of does a little 1-2, like football kind of huddle, like little shuffle out the arena. And I just know that only means one person. So Jacy Jayne steals the win. And Fallon Henley is there with Jacy. So it's only a couple people I think it can be. First one, Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler was on NXT a couple weeks ago. She was talking to Soul and stuff, but she also had beef with Lola. That's also one person. It could also be I'm just taking an assumption. I don't think it could be. It could be maybe a Mandy Rose. Think about it. If she does come back to WWE, that's a great way to do it. She gets revenge on Jacy, and then Fallon and Mandy teams up against Jacy. That could be good. Or it could maybe be Nyx, and that's just a whole part of the storyline. Unlikely. So my top predictions for this mystery attacker is Shayna Baszler, Mandy Rose, or it could even be, I'm going to just maybe put it out there just to, why not Saraya? Because she's been talking about coming back to WWE, so like Paige, Saraya? I don't know. I just feel like it's someone big who did that. So we have to wait to see how that all plays out. Then we get the main event, Oba Femi versus Ricky Saints, and boy, was it such a good match. The crowd was hype. Oba beat the hell out of Ricky most of the match, but Ricky fought back. Oba looked like a star, but Ricky hits a spear, a power bomb to Oba from the top rope that looked like killer, and then multiple DDTs on the announce table, springboard DDT on the outside, but Oba hits a killer chop that takes the soul out of Ricky. About to end, Oba is about to hit the grace from heaven, but then Ricky reverses it into the DDT for the win. So Ricky Saints is the newest NXT champion. So what did this mean? Do Ricky Saints face Trick at NXT Invasion, or is it a triple threat match? I don't really know, but I cannot wait. Guys, this event was so good. Like, we had killer performances. Everyone looked like a star. And I cannot wait to see what's going to happen, because backstage, we also had some people saying that they want to be a part of the NXT team. And then next week, we're supposed to get Frankie Kazarian, Mike Satana on NXT with Moose and maybe Mustafa Ali as well. So we have to wait to see how all of that break out. So hopefully you guys liked the video, and I will see you guys next time.